find a hurricane track. So, can you ping me?
Okay, so we're starting now.
No, Chalane is looking interesting.
I just realized I was reading, so I can read it again. Okay, 5 viewers.
You?
What the heck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Any noise.
Lag.
I'm at the string.
Hey.
Oh.
Hold on, give me a second.
I did Elo. I think I just heard the Nilo. Was that
You
you,
want
Danilo?
Okay.
Hi, Danilo.
Danilo is here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Danilo. Hey, I have a question.
Oh.
Hey, Arya, can you turn up our volume? So.
This is your cyclone update and your cyclone seasonal forecast update provided by the Hurricane Watch team.
Sorry.
New intro.
Okay, I'm back now.
This is our new intro. I made it. Hope you like it.
Here.
Alright, I need to turn some volume up, so just hold up one moment, y'all. Turn these people's volumes up so everyone could hear each other.
Oh wait, we're doing it live. I forgot. Okay. I'll say it.
How could you forget? I do like 5 lives a day.
Yeah.
Alright, let me put Danilo up.
55 knots and a pressure of 990 millibars. Chalane is rapidly gaining
What?
strength, almost
What?
a hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson
I
scale.
do like 55 flies a day.
There's not even 24 hours in a day, so you know. Alright, hold up. Who else I need to turn up?
There's 20.
Alright, I have turned up everybody, so let's get into this. Next time I'll know to make sure that's good. Alright, let's
Over the past 12 hours,
Testing.
Chalane has gained 10 knots and lost 5 millibars. Truly strange sitting very well. Likely to become a Category 1 on the Saffir-Simpson scale.
Latest update brings Chalane with winds of 70 miles an hour, about 60 knots, air pressure down to 992 millibars, location at 19.7 degrees south, 37.7 degrees east. And I never did my intro. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch Team is here with your latest update on the tropics. Today I am joined by quite a few people today for our stream. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, it's me again, Sebastian.
Not high.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, we're joined by Danny.
Danilo.
Danny, hello.
Danny or Danilo, whatever. I use my Danilo, yeah. Yeah, you can just call me by that. Danilo.
Okay. Alright, so here is the North Atlantic. We really don't have a lot going on. We just have some thunderstorms out over the North Atlantic. That cold front moving through far east Canada right now. And then we have some storms over the north central United States. And we got some swirls just to the west of the Azores. And that's about it for the North Atlantic. And then we do have some convection happening down here. Just off the coast of Brazil. But it's not going to become anything tropical. Just some, energy down there. We do want to talk about we do want to talk about Chalane, given that it is expected to intensify quite quickly, and this could be another bad hurricane approaching with winds. Could be
Cyclone.
What?
Cyclone. They call it cyclone.
Amy.
Yeah, I know cyclone.
Elaine.
It's not a cyclone yet.
I'm lagging so hard.
Mm-hmm.
We do want to look at the GFS a little bit and see what they're saying. I think they've actually brought it down. The GFS is barely bringing it up to about 70 knots, about 80 miles an hour. Not a very strong storm at all. But they are bringing it up to a 80-mile-an-hour cyclone right there before making landfall there in East Africa, in Mozambique. So it is approaching very quickly there. I think it's moving 13 miles per hour to the west. West south of that. So flooding is going to be huge with the storm. Here is the latest satellite imagery of Chalane. Tropical storm Chalane, soon to be typhoon or cyclone Chalane. So there's that storm. I'm going through a lot of convection right now. So soon it is going. I think it's going to make landfall tonight. So are we going to do full coverage of tropical storm / cyclone Chalane tonight?
Well, if you want to, but not sure if I'm going to be available for that.
Danilo, you're never available.
But maybe.
Are you literally doing homework
I
on
know.
like New Year's Eve almost? Like, come on.
Mhm.
Oh, that's sad. Not gonna lie.
I guess so. I know. But I guess we could do coverage on Chalane tonight. When it's supposed to make landfall? How long till it's landfall? Soon, I guess, right?
Yeah, in a few hours, I think.
So to its landfall.
The closest time I think is the 2 a.m. stream.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, again. Here we go again. Okay.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the closest time is the 2 a.m. stream.
The 2 a.m. stream. So maybe
Can we go to the joint typhoon pass? 60 knots.
So close that
60 knots, people.
70 miles
pretty
per
close to hurricane strength storm.
hour. Cyclone, you're the one that corrected me.
Yeah. hurricane strength, meaning it's about the strength of a hurricane, but a hurricane strength cyclone.
Hurricane,
If
cyclone,
you say
typhoon.
hurricane strength, say hurricane strength on the Saffir-Simpson scale.
Yeah.
It's close to a hurricane strength on the Saffir-Simpson scale, according to the Joint Typhoon Reporting Center, right?
Yes, sir. There we go. What is the latest? There's literally the latest update still says it has a wind of 45 knots. Come on, update. My God, so freaking annoying. But
Oh, I got rain rate.
okay, let's talk about the models for Tropical Storm Chalane a little bit more. Then we have some other models we want to talk about for the other systems. Okay, don't trust the CMC. Why am I even looking at that? Alright. Let's go down here to... No, in terms of humidity, I think humidity is going to be fine. Yep, humidity is going to be fine. Nothing wrong with the humidity.
There's a little bit of dry air. I think I saw a tweet from Alex Borham about Chalane. Let me look it up. But there's a little bit of dry air has been being involved with Chalane a little bit. Let me look for this tweet on Chalane. Okay, so he tweeted this. Chalane has continued to reorganize between Mozambique and Madagascar with decent CDO and more banding. However, it seems like some dry air is keeping it from ramping up too quickly, and time is running out before it hits the coast near Beria. Still could be dangerous, though. And then he does point out that there is some embedded dry air. This is someone else that pointed it out. On the north side of the broad anticyclonic flow, which is leading to the evident east-southeasterly shear, coupled with a mid-level ridge south that can eject dry air into the circulation, and your chances at a strong storm drop, which is why we haven't seen this become an extremely strong storm. If I'm not mistaken, the HWRF is going intense on the storm yesterday.
Yes.
So we saw the development of this dry air due to this mid-level ridge and this south-southeasterly shear, which is preventing it from becoming too strong. So that's why we're not necessarily seeing Chalane become extremely intense at this current time.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree.
It's a good thing, which is a good thing, of course. But this could still be a pretty interesting situation that's going to unfold for Mozambique, or I think that's what they call it.
Okay, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna go to weathermodels.com. I want to see their estimates because I am going to go to the EPS members. The EPS members. Well, no, I can't. Stupid. Okay, well, I will go to. Is there any specific model you would like me to go to, guys, to see what they're showing?
No specific model. No specific model.
I'm gonna go to Euro.
Cool.
Okay.
I want to see what Euro is going to be showing if they actually have the region, which it doesn't seem like they do. Oh yeah, they do. Okay, South Indian Ocean. I'm gonna go to 10M winds. Technically, just for wind on the surface. They don't have that on Tropical Tidbits, so I'll just show it here. I want to see what they are showing. They're currently showing it only around 45 knots, but this is 12. This is not the latest update. This is about 2 hours ago. It's showing it 45 knots currently, but this was around 2 hours ago, and 2 hours ago, it was currently 45 to 50 knots. So that makes sense. They would still be showing it. It is expected. Euro is showing it weakening, which I do not agree with at all. And if we go to the GFS model, and we're going to go to we're going to go to GFS. They're showing around a very strong. They're showing a good, pretty strong Category 1 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale, or a typhoon or a typhoon.
Oh, that's 850 millibar. No wonder never mind. Hold up. There we go. Yeah, they are showing peak at 80 knots. Right now, it says at 0 hours, it shows winds of 80 knots. At 978 millibars.
Following
This
what
is
Dan. Okay. Following what Dan. Okay, you can talk.
No, you talk.
So following what Danilo said, I did a couple of soundings on the right side of the storm, and it seems like there's a couple of drier values than the northern side of the storm, and on the rain rate it says like it has orange on the northern side, which means that there's more moisture there, and on the southern side there's not a lot of rain.
Yeah.
So that might be what keeps the storm from
Yeah,
strengthening.
but it definitely could strengthen due to the lack of shear. Again, we will see. I do think this will strengthen further, maybe to around 70, 75 knots, and make landfall maybe 60 to 70 knots, somewhere in there. And I do think we could have tropical storm in Africa, possibly hurricanes, possibly typhoon sustained. I don't think typhoon sustained, but possibly. But I do think we could have very well typhoons, wind gusts.
Yeah.
Near landfall area. This isn't the biggest storm, so the area affected won't be like the biggest. It's mainly going to be confined to where it hits.
Yeah. It seems like a relatively small system. It's not very big, you know? It's not like Irma or Harvey or Dorian or
Still
anything.
can cause very bad impact, though, to
And
where
that's
it
the
hits.
thing. When you have smaller storms, a lot of the energy is compacted to a smaller area.
Yeah.
There's a danger, from what I heard Tropical Tidbit said, smaller storms can lead to a lot faster strengthening.
That is
but
true.
but also a lot faster weakening. So
It does seem we have had a little bit of a blow up in convection recently. We have the whole center seems to have like 90-degree cloud tops or 80-degree cloud tops, negative 80 degree, negative 90 degree cloud tops. And Chalane definitely likely to make landfall in around 2 days from now. So they still have time to prepare 3S and Invest 96S.
So people are saying it's going to make landfall in about 15 hours. So that would be about, I think that would be what, 5 a.m. Eastern time and 4 a.m. Central time?
The Joint Typhoon Warning Center is saying it's going to make landfall in 48 hours.
48 hours?
So I don't know what to believe.
So we got a whole another 2 days? Well then...
Yeah, I think it will make landfall at around... Yeah, definitely have time to... Yeah, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center said it's going to make landfall.
Look, I'm looking on the satellite and it looks like
Their
it's creating an
current
eye
pass
wall.
says a landfall on around 18Z on the 30th. No, that's 1 day. My bad. I meant 1 day. Yeah, they're showing a whole. They're saying we got so it seems they're saying we got 16 hours to landfall. Well, not 16. 20. 26. 20. It seems they're saying we have 28 hours, 24 to 28 hours to landfall.
Because if you go to my stream, is this not... Oh, wait, hold up. Let me get, like, a brighter color. But, like, is this not the eye right here? The center circulation? Is that not the center circulation?
Yeah. Okay, guys, I have to go. My cousins are here, but I will see you all at 8 p.m. And Aria, I will talk before the 8 p.m. stream. And I will see you guys at 8 p.m. with more 2021 Atlantic hurricane season updated maps, other maps, and also maps for other basins such as the Eastern and Western Pacific. And I will see you guys then. And Aria, I'll talk to you before the next stream too. Okay?
All right, I'll talk to you then.
Okay, Aria.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you maybe around 6 or before. We'll see, but I'll talk to you before. So, guys, I will see you all at the 8 p.m. Eastern time stream.
Are you
See you in a
Cecil?
little bit, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Cousins are here, so
Okay.
I don't have
Yeah.
a choice. Bye.
All right. Can I share my screen really quickly? I want to show something.
Okay, hold up. I gotta do you want the stream, everyone in the stream to watch it? See it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold up.
All right. Let me share my screen really quickly. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get this sorted. But I want to share my screen and I want to show you something about the Atlantic that's very interesting that I find for a fact. And this should be something we should watch throughout the winter of 2021 and into the 2021 season. Just give me a second.
Okay.
By 2020.
All right. Can you see my screen?
I cannot. Hold up.
All right.
Watch stream. There we go.
Stop streaming. Hold on. Give me a
Stream has
second.
ended.
Hold on.
I can't see this screen. It's just a loading sign.
Oh, okay. Oh well. All right, I'll just explain it then. So what I'm looking at here is a 850 millibar zonal wind anomaly. So 850 millibars, 5,000 feet in the atmosphere. This is pretty much taking a look at the zonal winds and whether or not they're easterly or westerly, and a big important level in the atmosphere to determine the trade winds across the surface of the Atlantic Ocean, to which help play in part with the sea surface temperature anomalies. Is the 850 millibar level. And I've been taking a look at the 850 millibar level, and they're showing from the point on now all the way out till about early January and consistent and growing consistent. They have a huge surge in trade winds. They have a huge surge in westerly winds across the deep tropics. And what this will do is pretty much warm up, cause the trade winds to weaken, and less in terms of mixing and cooling of the sea surface temperatures that we usually see in stronger trade winds across the Atlantic, as we usually do see for this time of year, which is typical as we see the waters cool down. Instead, these westerly winds will actually help the Atlantic warm up. And these seem to be pretty significant westerly winds as well. So this will be something to watch for the winter. Of course, so one thing to note, there's a disclaimer. The sea surface temperatures that we have across the Atlantic right now are not an indicator or do not have any meaning whatsoever to the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season. They usually don't have a meaning till around April or May. But this is an interesting sign to watch to by the time we get to April or May to see whether or not this has continued. Because if so, this would mean generally another sign of a potentially active Atlantic hurricane season next year. But this is all very long ways out, and there's a lot of time for change. But one thing that this is being caused by is what's called a negative NEO, which is a North Atlantic oscillation. And this pretty much induces troughing across the subtropics of the Atlantic, therefore generally weakening the trades of the Atlantic, causing the sea surface temperatures to warm up. And that's what we have right now. And it seems like all the way up until the middle of January, we will have this pattern in the Atlantic in the very least, before we start to see things, before the models do not go that further out. But it does seem like for now we do have a warm tropical Atlantic, which is pretty unusual. We usually do see the Atlantic cooling down, and these strong westerly winds coming in, which will be a sign to watch closely for the incoming hurricane season and the winter as well. So this is something I just wanted to bring up. What are your thoughts?
Yes, it's really interesting. It's kind of interesting that we may have we could have actually about 6 seasons in a row with above average seasons. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and potentially 2021.
Absolutely. I
That will
mean,
be interesting if we do have another active hurricane season. Yeah, go ahead.
just saying, like we've had a Category 5 ever since 2016 with Matthew, and oh lord, we had like what 2 Category 5s in 2017, a Category 5 in 2018, a Category 5 in 2019, and then of course we had Hurricane Iota, which crashed into Nicaragua here in November of 2020, and then 2021. I mean, who knows what it's gonna bring? And seeing this trend, I definitely think that we already have the feeling it's gonna be bad. It's not gonna be a good hurricane season, and I think that 2021 is just I just don't think it's gonna be a good hurricane season. And seeing the ocean heat temperatures 28, some areas up to 28 and 29 degrees centigrade. It's December, almost January. All right, so La Nina is still pretty strong, about a degree below average. Who knows how long this will last? The signs are just there for another horrible hurricane season.
Something to note about Chalane is there was an old frame and there was a ton of minus 80 Celsius cloud tops, and this new frame just came and literally the 80 Celsius cloud tops literally duplicated in size. And there's even some 90 Celsius, and the tallest I've seen is around minus 95 Celsius temperatures, cloud tops. So this storm is definitely blowing up in convection, which is a sign of strengthening.
Yeah, it's bad. It's not good. But yeah, like also looking at tropical storm. The name of the storm. Hold up 1 second. Yeah, look at the name of the storm. Chanel, or yeah, no, Chalane. I keep calling it Chanel. Chalane. Looking at the convection. The convection's huge in the center of circulation. And so this could easily reach Category force winds. Hurricane force winds on the Saffir-Simpson scale by this evening, and then by who knows, early hours of the morning, we could be seeing who knows, this may even make landfall with 80 to 90 mile an hour winds, and this could be bad because again I think they said the Joint Typhoon Warning Center said it has 48 hours until it makes landfall. So
On satellite imagery, so there's like this one big blob, but it isn't circular like most storms. So I think this is the effect of southwesterly shear, and it's like blowing up the convection and moving it northeast. So you could see the effect happening already. And where you said that's the eye, that's actually the mid-level center, and the
yeah,
low-level center is likely
probably farther to the east of that, or the farther to the east of that, right?
southeast.
Southeast,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is a good sign because it's going to halt it from strengthening. Because if there wasn't this shear, we could easily see rapid intensification. But since there's shear, we're likely going to see a weaker system.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, right now it seems like a disaligned vortex we have, which is not really um, a good thing for strengthening of tropical cyclones. And so, if this is not very aligned, this is not exactly aligned, like stacked on top of each other, the low level vortex and the mid level vortex. If they're not aligned together, that will not necessarily allow for much in the way of strengthening to occur. But and this is probably the reason why of the shear. Maybe this is what the shear is causing. But if we didn't have the shear, I would necessarily say this could maybe mean that the vortexes could align, and maybe if the shear wasn't there, we could have had some rapid intensification occur with Chalane, which is luckily does not seem to be the case right now. But this still does have around 15 to 16 hours left before landfall. So we'll see. Anything could happen.
All right. I do have some people wanting me to look at. Someone wants me to look at the models for the Atlantic potential January tropical storm. So we're gonna take a look at the North Atlantic for that potential January tropical storm, which I've completely forgotten about it. I haven't even looked at it like all day. Models. Let's look at the GFS first. Or no, ECMWF I think is a little bit more accurate. Does not look very it doesn't look very good. Let's look at vorticity. Still very disorganized, but there is a more of a tighter center of circulation there by the 1st of January of 2021. That's in the next 3 days, but I don't know. What do y'all think about that storm in January of 20 or that January storm? I'm kind of losing hope. What about y'all?
Yeah.
I don't think it's in a form.
It's likely an open wave trough, which
Yeah.
is usually connected to extratropical cyclones.
Well, one thing we do need to note is that this is, we do have currently a negative North Atlantic oscillation. So that means we would have troughing across the Atlantic. So really, this is not much more likely than a warm core cutoff low. Maybe subtropical, not really, but I don't think this will be subtropical or at all, really, because this is likely just going to be a warm core cutoff low. Due to the current state of the North Atlantic oscillation, and we will also have some troughing across the Atlantic as well. So, not sure about enough time for this before it gets absorbed into any larger piece of energy, but we'll have to go over that and see if this does have time at all. But this is not likely to be much more than a cutoff low, so I wouldn't really bank on it forming.
Okay, and Danilo is calling for 50 named storms of the 2021 North Atlantic hurricane season.
Yeah, it's a joke.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
Come on, Danilo.
Since we don't have much to talk about, should we talk about 93S and the other disturbances?
They want me to look at the GFS model. All right, hold up. They want me to look at the Oh, wow, the GFS, January 8th. This is, January 1st. It does look more. Danilo, stop it.
Yes.
Relax.
Okay.
But the GFS does show this being a little bit more, has a very tight center of circulation. Who knows how accurate the GFS is going to be this year. 2021 hasn't even come, and it might be completely wrong. Showing winds being at around, that's what, 20 knots? What? It's very hard to find the exact region, but
Be like a very complex situation happening with two disturbances in the South Indian Ocean. So eastern the eastern one and the western ones are like interacting, and the GFS can't really decide which one is going to be the bigger one so far. So it's going to be very hard to predict these two disturbances.
Mm-hmm. Let me look at the model. Search up the modeling as well to see what they have.
very, very interested.
Let me see here. Yes, some sort of moderate to strong tropical storm is what the GFS has. They need to look at the winds to confirm that. Oh, yeah, only a weak tropical storm according to the winds. 38 knots is what they have, not even a tropical storm according to our scale. Well, yeah, actually, that is a tropical storm according to our scale, roughly around 40 miles per hour.
You know, 34 knots is like 38 miles an hour.
Hmm?
34 knots is the minimum amount for a tropical storm. Just FYI.
I forgot the knots to miles per hour conversion
It's okay.
for a second. Now I remember it.
It's okay.
But 38 knots are roughly 44, 45 miles per hour, or around that sort of area.
Yeah.
But generally not a very strong tropical storm is what they have for 93S. Then we have another one, 96S. Let's see what that has.
Hold up. Let me bring for GFS or what model?
This one they actually have
What model?
a storm, a hurricane force storm. This is, I'm looking at the GFS.
All right, 93S. All right, cool. Hold up.
They have 90. They have Invest 96S.
Oh, 96S.
They have that becoming roughly 79 knots is what I see. But generally, I would guess you could say that neither of them seem to be potent on the modeling. I just got to figure out what basin they're in. These are in. Let me see what basin these are in. Let me try to.
Southwest Indian Ocean.
Huh?
Southwest Indian Ocean.
Southwest.
For our intention.
Let me see. So they're in the Southwest Indian Ocean. Okay.
Looking very impressive, though it doesn't seem to have a circulation.
I think I see them. All right, I think I see them. But yeah, it seems to be two other disturbances besides Chalane that we have in the Indian Ocean, Southwest Indian Ocean to be specific. Looks like we have those. Doesn't look like anything potent out of them though. Going up to 168 hours. Nothing potent. Yeah. So, any thoughts on anything occurring in the Southwest Indian Ocean?
I mean, it's gonna be a fish storm, right? Isn't it gonna be a fish storm?
But we should still like talk about it because it's interesting to watch fish storms so we can learn about them while the storm doesn't hurt anyone. So.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem like anything potent will also occur with them, so that's a good thing, especially if they were threatening a piece of land, which it doesn't seem like they will be, so that's good.
This be more complicated than the delta gamma situation because delta was expected to probably be the bigger one, and this one no one but GFS can't really decide which one will be the stronger one, and and if one becomes stronger, it will likely eat the other disturbance. So last one I saw, GFS was making 93S, the stronger one, and this run it's showing 96S becoming the strong one.
Yeah, they keep flipping between the storms to know which. They're not sure which one's gonna be stronger.
I guess it's a kind of a battle between which one is stronger, I would say.
Absolutely.
See.
Anything else we need to talk about? Cause oh yeah, Nino maybe. Do we need to talk about the Nino 3.4 index and how much it's like still below average? Look how cold its water temperatures are though.
One thing to note about the Nino, though, I also got this other tweet from Alex Borham. He tweeted as well about how the subsurface of the Nino is actually right now. We do not have anything that's extremely impressive below this current La Nina in the subsurface. We do not have anything that's extreme in the subsurface, representing that this La Nina is actually kind of weak in the subsurface. And so that means that the La Nina is relying on atmospheric forces such as the trade winds across the equatorial Pacific, which is why it's still being sustained, but not necessarily strengthening much, and why we're seeing the La Nina slowly go up. That's because we have seen the subsurface kind of, weak with this La Nina. We're not seeing it very supported in the subsurface. But once we start seeing those easterly winds across the equatorial Pacific die down, then we're going to start seeing this La Nina weaken even further and start transitioning to a neutral.
So something interesting about the two disturbances, I guess. So this is kind of like what happened with Laura and what happened with Laura. So there's like this monsoon trough thingy. Well, it looks similar to that because there's this big southerly jet. It's like moving west, and there's something to the north. And in the middle, it's like calm, and to the north, there's low level winds moving east. So the two disturbances are in very favorable conditions because they already have some background vorticity.
Mm-hmm. Background vorticity.
Wow.
And what the shear in the area?
The shear is pretty low.
Yeah, the shear's low, but there's apparently a delay in the stream. How bad is the delay for y'all? Or are y'all not watching it?
I don't know if it's lag, but the stream delay for me is like 1 minute.
Okay, yeah, that's what Lucas also said live on Tropics. How about you, Danilo?
Wait, can you repeat?
How much is the stream delayed for you if you're watching it?
Like, hold on, I don't have it on like live entirely, but probably a couple of seconds.
Okay, because live on Tropics, Lucas said it's about a minute. It says the stream is very delayed for me, and yeah, it's apparently delayed. So I don't know why it's so delayed so much, but it's not too good.
Well, make sure it's on live because you need to make sure that it's pressed live and it's not, and the button that you usually see red representing that it's live, it's gray, representing that you're watching it in past time and you're not watching it live.
Lucas said it's live.
Oh, okay.
Um, stream latency is on normal latency instead of ultra low latency. Maybe that's why.
I don't know.
You're not a streamer. You're like, I don't know.
For me, I just put it on default settings and it seems to be working fine. I used to stream a lot, but it kind of was too laggy for me. But when I did it, it was like the normal. Like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on ultra low latency for the 8 p.m. update, the Eastern time, and then if Danilo you want to join, I'll also be doing a update at 2 a.m. Eastern time if you want to join.
2 a.m. Eastern time. Not sure if I'm gonna do that.
Come on. Anyone else wants to join? I'll be streaming at 2 a.m. Feel free to join the call. Oh my god.
All right. Well, I gotta go now. Okay.
Okay, talk to you later. Have fun with
Wait,
your
what's-
homework.
Wait, was the question?
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, okay, bye. Was the coach supposed to talk about severe weather for like a brief summary of it or something like
Sure.
that?
Let me go to the National Weather Service. I think that's where I get severe weather, right?
Read the like what he put on here.
National Weather Service. Okay. All right, what do you want to talk about? I'm at the National Weather Service.
Alright, so there's a slight risk in Louisiana, some parts of Alabama, and Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. Reed Timmer, he said there might be a possible tornado outbreak in Mississippi and Louisiana.
I don't know where to find that. Oh my god, where do I find that?
It's on a SPC.
You just give me a minute to like find. Wait, I know I can find it. I just don't know what the fuck I'm
It's
doing.
called Storm Prediction Center.
Oh, Storm Prediction Center.
Yeah.
Okay. For what day?
Day
Day
3.
3. Yeah.
Day 3. Okay. Let me find it. Day 1, day 2, day 2. Where's day 3? Day 3. Hello, day 3. Oh yeah, day 3. Here we go. Alright, go for it.
Alright, I'll read the summary. Severe thunderstorms associated with a tornado threat and wind damage will be possible Thursday into Thursday nights from far southeast Texas into the lower Mississippi Valley and across the central Gulf Coast states. An upper level low will move from northern Mexico into the southern plains on Thursday. Divergent flow aloft will overspread eastern Texas and Louisiana as the negatively tilted system deepens. A large cluster of thunderstorms appears likely to be ongoing in southeast Texas as the start of the period. This convection is forecast to move eastward as the low deepens and moves northeastward into the Arctic. Although instability will weaken along the attended surface trough, strong deep layer shear will create conditions favorable for severe storms. Lift associated with the mid-level jet rounding the base of the upper-level system will provide additional support for organized storms. As the mid-level jet moves eastward across the lower Mississippi Valley on Thursday, thunderstorm development is expected to occur across parts of Louisiana and Mississippi. Instability is forecast to gradually increase across the moist sector, which should be located from Louisiana to southwestern Alabama. Discrete thunderstorms that develop along the cold front across the moist sector could have a wind damage and tornado potential. During the late afternoon, the most favorable area would be in far southeast Louisiana, where the miles maximize instability at the northern and most of the moist axis. Hold on. The corridor maximized low-level moisture is forecast to shift eastward across southern Mississippi and southern Alabama during the evening and overnight period. Models suggest the possibility of a convective line located along the moist axis. This line would be associated with continued wind damage and tornado drift during the overnight period.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to say? Do you want me to look at like radar or anything for this region, or was anything else?
Sure, yeah.
Sure. Okay. Cool. I mean, where do you get radar from?
Also, the National Weather Service data said one of the biggest hazards expected was a large, vigorous storm on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day would be severe weather. Severe thunderstorms with damaging winds and tornadoes are possible from the west central Gulf Coast region to the southeast.
All right. Let me bring up the radar from the National Weather Service. National Weather Service. National Weather Service. Oh my God. For what region?
Southeast. Alley.
Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah, Southeast Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama.
All right. Where the frick is radar at? Local radar. Local radar. Oh, jeez. What's going on here? This is very weird looking. Okay. This doesn't look normal, but okay. This does not look right. There's no way this is National Weather Service radar. It looks fake. And well, let me go back.
I think if we can't find it, I think we can end the stream.
But yeah, that's probably gonna wrap it up for us today. We will talk to you guys later at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time or Eastern Time. And if anyone has more questions, feel free to go in the chat and comment your question. And if you have a more complicated, more descriptive question, feel free to email me at hurricanewatchteam@gmail.com.
We'll be ending the stream in like 2 minutes if there's no questions.
Yeah.
Awkward silence.
Just silence. We're just waiting to see any questions. I don't think there's any questions. Let's go to analytics of my stream. See how we're doing. Still got.
Just 5 people watching, but I only saw 2 people talking. Wait, actually 4. Wait, never mind. Well, I guess no one has questions.
All right, that's gonna wrap it up here for us today. And now all the viewers are back. We are up to 6 viewers now. Oh my God, what's going on? We'll talk to everyone at 8 p.m. Central Time. And that's gonna be it. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. With all that being said,
Have a good day.
have a good day, everyone. We'll talk to you guys at 8 p.m. With all that being said, peace out. All right.